Hey everybody, it's Jake Dixon again here, the team leader and CEO for Keller Williams in the Quad Cities. Today I want to shoot a video based off of something that I hear over and over and over again because as I'm trying to build relationships with many of you out there, something that I generally will hear is, well, I'm not looking to be recruited because I'm happy with where I'm at. And I know it's very easy to see me as a quote-unquote recruiter, but really, as we're going to talk about here, my role is to build relationships and come from an angle of contribution to be seen as a productivity coach more than anything. And so anyways, today I want to talk about how I hear that I'm just happy with where I'm at. All right, and I think it's funny for me to hear that so much because people right off the bat assume that I'm trying to recruit them, where in all reality is, look, my number one goal is to develop a relationship, and before we're even dating, who am I to say that we're going to get married? You know, it's like, whoa, slow down. I don't even know if you're a right fit for our company actually, and it's more or less just kind of getting to know one another and finding out, where I can maybe help provide some value into your business, whatever that means, no strings attached. So anyways, it's pretty funny, but in all reality, I want to kind of pose the question, or at least a few questions to you is, are you really happy, or are you just more of in a comfortable place, or is it more of a complacency because you've been working there for so long, or it's just what you know, and that therefore it's more of what you're comfortable with, not that you're genuinely happy with where you're at. And other questions would be, what if you've reached the ceiling at where you're at? What if a model like Keller Williams allowed that ceiling to now become your floor? Some things like that you got to ponder. What is the biggest challenge right now with where you're at, and what is your plan to overcome that? Or one of my favorite questions is, on a scale of 1 to 10, where would you rank your business right now? If it's at a 7, what strategies do you have in place right now to take it from a 7 to an 8? See, these are some of the things that I would love to speak with you about, not just about Keller Williams or how we can benefit your business, but let's get it figured out for you, for your legacy, for your family, because that's what matters. You don't owe me anything, you don't owe Keller Williams anything, but you owe it to yourself and for your family to take your business to that next level, if that's, one of your goals, of course. Another question I like to ask people is, if you're not on target to hit those goals, what are you doing to change? You see, because the definition of insanity, as they say, is it's doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. So if you have these big lofty goals and you just kind of feel like you're, beating your head against the wall and you're never going to get there, well, what are you doing to change? And oftentimes, a change in environment or change of company in this case can make all the difference in the world. And we can cite example after example from our agents who have come from other companies and really raise that lid of what once used to be their ceiling. So the point is, I'm not trying to scare you. I just want to basically allow you to keep an open mind to see what's out there. It's not going to hurt you to at least know what your options are and what's out there. So, we've just discussed in previous videos that people choose to do business with you. They choose to do business who they know, like, and trust, and it has nothing to do with the company affiliation. So whether it be Keller Williams or wherever you're currently working at, the goal here is to maximize you, the individual, take your leadership, take your business to the next level. So, look, I get it. Change is always scary. If I had $1 for every time somebody told me that they're happy with where they're at, I would be a rich man. But one of my questions to you is, although change is scary, we can accept that fact and move on. Don't you help people do that every single day? I mean, your job as a real estate professional is to help people move from where they're at to something else, right? So how do you help them overcome that feeling of maybe complacency, or that feeling of being scared or nervous from change? What are ways that you implement to your clients to help them get over that? And to me, really, the real question isn't necessarily a fear of change or a fear of just being happy and complacent with where you're at. The real question is, does a change upgrade your life? Okay, that's the basis of the question here. For example, if you've ever worked out and lifted weights or whatever, why would you do that? Why would you put your body through something so intense, those intense workouts where, only to be sore the next day? That's all you have to show for it, is that immediate gratification. Oftentimes through working out or dieting is not there. So why put yourself through that? Odds are it's because over time, if you're consistent and stay true to the system, that it's going to upgrade your life in some sort of way, or you're taking where you're currently at and you're building on that. Maybe you're building muscle or whatever the case could be. So like making a change to a real estate company such as Keller Williams is no different. Look, like I said, change is scary, so we can accept that. But the fact of the true question is, will it upgrade my life? Okay, that's what you need to be asking yourself. Will it take my business where it's currently at and allow me to go to the next level? You know, these types of questions, the better questions you can ask yourself, the better answers you're going to get. But you don't know what you don't know. Sometimes you don't know those right questions to ask, or nobody's challenging your thoughts enough to say, you know what? Maybe I should slow down and see what other options are out there. After all, it's not a commitment. If you met with me, for example, it's just, you know, curiosity mode. And if nothing else, we can leave that conversation, shake hands respectfully, and maybe I could say one thing or point you to a resource that'll change your life that you can use into your business no matter what company you're working for. Is it going to be uncomfortable? Yes. Is it going to be scary? Yes. Will it be worth it? Yes, it's up to you. You know, is it going to be worth it? Oftentimes, that uncomfortable change is ultimately worth it, because in my opinion, you're not growing unless you're a little bit uncomfortable or maybe a little bit nervous of what's going to happen. So guys, I want to leave you with this. My number one thing, put simply, is to develop relationships. Okay, I want to change lives. I want to change legacies and leave my stamp on as many people as I possibly can. And Keller Williams has provided me that vehicle to do so. So whether you're happy with where you're at another company, it doesn't matter to me. That's not what this is about. The only way I know how to build relationships, which is my number one goal, is to come from a place of value and contribution. Okay, so whether we meet for 30 minutes over a cup of coffee or something like that, one of my first questions is, how can I be a resource to you? How can I support your business? And that's not a loaded question. It comes with no strings attached, because I don't claim to know it all, but there may be one thing I can say that really impacts your life or impacts your business, regardless of you moving to Keller Williams or not. So that's where I'm coming from. I look forward to meeting many of you, and so appreciative to those of you that I have certainly worked with and met already. So guys, have an awesome Thanksgiving. Stuff your faces full of turkey and other goodies, and I will check you later. Thanks for watching.